Hello YouTube, welcome to my channel, Lavender by Nature. Today I'm here with another book brief, and the title of the book is Between the World and Me by author Ta-nehisi. This book has a total of 152 pages, and I finished this book on May 24th, 2026, and I'm going to give my review. This story is written by a author, a black male, and the story is him writing a letter to his son and just explaining to his son in terms of how he grew up, some of the things he's experienced, he saw, he's witnessed, and how that's affected the way he views life, the way he views the world, this country, however you want to put it. But in essence, it's a tough, heart-filled conversation that this author displays in the pages of this book. And that's the essence of the book. So I'm going to go into the 3 dislikes about the book, and it's not really something per se to do with the author and his writing. It's the subject matter that kind of will drive some of these dislikes. And for me, the first one is that that this had to be the subject of a book. That we live in a country, in a world where conversations like this have to be brought up to our children. So for me, that's the first dislike, but it's necessary, unfortunately. The second dislike I like about the book is the stories or the accounts that this author brings up in the book are injustices, one after another in this book, and it's not like it's old ancient history. It's actually current history. It's in our lifespan now, like currently. It's not old. So the fact that it's like you have to call it history because it didn't happen yesterday. It's like not a current event, but it's not old. It's very much, like I said, in this lifespan. So yeah, that's the second dislike about the book, is that once again, this is one of those subject matters that you wish you wouldn't have to talk about, but you do, or it needed to be talked about or spoken about or written about. The third thing I dislike about the book is that even though the book had a total of 152 pages, the things and how the author speaks of this world and how he feels, and that he's still living. He's still living this out. So it's like, even though the book is finished, it's not a closed book. It's like it's ongoing and it's still unfolding. So for me, I kind of feel like closing the book is not necessarily closing the book. So a follow-up probably would be nice and be worth reading, because like I said, it's still going on. Like, it's still a conversation piece. It's still a narrative. So that would be my only other dislike, is that it's an ongoing narrative. Let's go into my 3 likes about the book. My first like is that, for one, the author had the courage to write such a candid and heartfelt story from a vulnerable position. Once again, still occurring, still his life, what have you. This book, I think, is about 10 years old, but yet and still, like I said, he still writes. He has other books. He's current, he's prevalent. So to put a heartfelt book out like this, and maybe continue to have to talk about it, I think that was heartfelt. That was brave, and courageous. So I like that part about the book. And like I said, he put his heart and mind on pages of this book. So The second thing about this book is that the author was candid about his safe place or lack thereof. Once he's very vulnerable in this book on how he feels, how he deals with life or dealt with life, and what things look like to him. And yeah, so to me, the raw, the candidness that was in this book is something that I like, enjoy as well. It's like it's heartfelt. It's just pure. It's raw. The third thing I like about the book is that the author didn't lean on or come into religious rhetoric in this book. He stayed on the things that were true to him, and that's the way he was raised, what he saw, what he read, what he absorbed, what he put into context from reading books and, you know, gaining knowledge for us, you know, technical reading in a sense, I guess you would say, you know, in books, and just leaning into that and digging deeper and going farther and finding out more and, you know, getting the history and things like that. He did not take a religious rhetoric perspective in this book. And once again, courageous, very brave to me. And the last thing I probably would want to say about this book is when I'm sitting back and I like a book review, book brief, I feel for me, the book, its theme, his thoughts, his position, the way he summarized the book, everything that from page 1 all the way up, I think can be concluded for me on pages 147 through 150. Everything I read, I think, summed up for me in those 3 pages. And so, yeah. Now I will like to go into the 3 questions I ask myself about every book. Would I reread the book? Would I keep the book in my collection? Would I recommend the book to someone else? The first question is, will I reread the book? Probably not, because I feel like it was such a book written in such a personal way that he allowed our eyes to see. I kind of want to preserve that fact of, even though it's in mass print, anybody can get it, anybody can read it. For me, the once over is good enough. And yeah, I think I probably won't reread the book. Would I recommend this book to someone else? Yes. If they're willing to deal with someone's truths, if they're prepared for the honesty, if they're prepared for the candidness, I would. And I think it should be read by others, and not necessarily a black man, because this is a black man that wrote the book. So, you know, they probably can align with one another. And then again, maybe still a black man, it may be therapeutic for a black man to see and hear another black man speak in this manner so openly and honestly. So yes, I would recommend this book. And the third book is, will I keep this book in my collection? Yes, I will. I will keep this book in my collection, just because of the candidness of the book, and that I've never read anything, you know, from a black man in this modern day age that was so open like this, open and candid. I do have another book that I will eventually read pretty soon from Ta-nehisi Coates, called The Water Dancer. And the reason why I kind of want to jump right into another book written by him, is because I normally do that. I try to read 2 books back to back by the same author, just so I can get the feel for their writing style, and to find out if I really want to go deeper into any works, or follow them, or add them to a must-buy author list that I currently keep. And so I will be reading The Water Dancer pretty soon. It's about 300 and I think 60 something pages, so yeah. But that's on my list. So I'm going to end the video now. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to leave them below. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.